What's up, guys? It's Arpus here. We are back at it again. I hear a skeleton. Really just loaded. We're back at it again, playing our Skyblock series. At the moment, we don't have anybody yet. Where it's so late starting, I don't know if anybody's going to be playing or not. But for the most part, we are still out here. We are playing. We are grinding. There's really not grinding like we're trying to hit ranked in Apex or something, but this is more just kind of a couple day break from Apex, I guess you could say. Probably play it some more tomorrow, but taking a little bit of a break. I mean, at least it's all we played for a hot minute now. So, do you have any more sticks? No, but I can make some. I like a sword. What's underneath? Okay. Oh, there's another one. Crap. Let me go grab a torch and place down here. It's like a guaranteed mob. Fun. I am going to, however, this is something I meant to do earlier. Audio. That is almost deafening. Like, I couldn't imagine 100%. Like 8. To give some background noise, that way we're not, like those times where I'm like focused and not talking, like if nobody's in the chat, anything like that, I don't want y'all to just sit and stare at, like, dead silence of a stream. Can't imagine it'd be very entertaining for anyone. Maybe, but if it was, it's disturbing. Love when you sit in silence. Nice. Got an arrow. Need to mine some. So he said he extended. Give us 4 total. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Or yeah, 1 and then 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I counted the first one. I'm gonna get this pool of water made. That challenge done. This is gonna be like the most boring part every time I go cobblestone mining. Just sit here. Hopefully nobody had the bucket on them. I think they did. Guys, I'm probably gonna have to create a bucket just out of the fact that one of the 2 that was with me earlier had it in their inventory, and we'll go to creative and make a bucket, and when they come back, this is all gonna be documented 100%. Like, the only time I can imagine doing anything off stream, and I still don't plan on doing it, is like maybe looting, or not looting, just getting cobble. Let me switch it to creative. As you can see here, the only thing I'm grabbing is an empty bucket, not another source of anything. Go right back up. Survival. There we go. So now we got our bucket. That's the biggest reason why, because I can't do anything without it. If for some reason I stumble upon the other bucket, like somebody put it in another chest or something that I'm just not seeing right now, that's different. But I can't do anything without a bucket. When they get back on, and if those of you watching the replay and stuff, like, if I forget to, absolutely hold me accountable. Like, hey, you get rid of that bucket. Because the only way we're going to be able to have more than one bucket is going to be from, what's it called? Like, if mobs drop us some iron. This is why cobblestone pick's perfect for this anyway, or stone pick, because if you use iron, you'll break that block behind too fast. You can still do it every now and then with the stone when it doesn't go fast enough, but usually it's fast enough, and it makes it a lot easier for you to just sit here and hold down the button. You don't have to do anything other than. Yeah, the two we were playing with earlier, I told them both I'd be on about this time. Never got a response from one, and the other one I think got off, so not sure. But sometimes the one wakes up at this time. See, like that, when it does that glitch, I'm gonna keep an eye for that, because that's, I've kind of wondered what's always caused the random like breakthroughs like that. And I'm wondering, when you get that glitch where it like spawns super quick like that, instead of the slight delay, maybe that's what causes it. So the first one you have to break and then like kind of tap for a second, but after that you're good. But you see how there's a slight delay every single time? Well, that one, nope. Well, that confirmed it for us there. There's no actual pattern to it. It's completely random because there's no way to really tell. You definitely want to have that block there though for that specific. But for those of you wondering what we've got set up here, is we've got these 4 different stations. He actually split this one station into 2 to give us 4 total. Because right here in the dead center, let me place a block next so I can cover it back up. Right there in the dead center is our lava source. We only are given 1 in the chest that we start off on, so we have to have that in combination with the water pillars that are under each of these blocks. They go straight down like this, and the lava, the way we've got it configured, runs to the block right on the other side. So you can see if I break this, lava runs to there. When it tries to flow out, it makes contact with the water block, and that's what gives you the cobble there. So, same with that one. That's the only flaw. There's really no getting around every now and then it going into lava. But we've got it flowing in 4 different directions. But we had to extend it. We had to stretch it out, like let it flow 1 extra block in one direction. But more, you could absolutely have more than 4 stations if you like say. I'm pretty positive, but I could be wrong. But like you'd have to like set it really high and like predetermine your paths that it's gonna take, and then like keep splitting those off, and like you could end turning it into like, I'm sure, like 8 or 10 stations. But what we're working on right now, you'll see in just a second. I'm probably gonna go until this pickaxe breaks as well, and I'll show you just so we have quite a bit to work with. We're working on our water source. We've already got our land. This is the first time I've ever played a Skyblock ever, and it was with the help of them too that I was able to do it, where we kept every single piece of dirt. Like almost always 1 or 2 falls off the edge, like no getting away from it, and it happens almost every time. And so you just kind of got to work with what you got. Well, we were able to keep every single piece of dirt, which is crucial because you don't get any more. There's no way to get more dirt. And a lot of the challenges have to do with animals, like bake a cake, which people don't realize requires multiple things. One of those things is egg, which you have to get from a chicken. And so basically, the problem you run into is if you don't have you don't have any chickens, well, how are you gonna have eggs? Pretty simplistic. So right here, and that's another thing. The top surface is grass. Everything else under it is dirt. So the grass only grows from grass. It'll extend over time and eventually turn that all into grass. While from what I read earlier, you have to have a 2x2 grassy area at least for one to spawn. And it has to be on grass and it has to have a light level of 7. Don't know what determines that kind of stuff, but I do know during the middle of the day it is bright and sunny, so should have no issues. That's more so if like in building you're trying to make stuff spawn and stuff like that. But for the most part, you shouldn't run into any kind of issues when it comes to that kind of thing. So we've got hopefully it'll spread on over. Our trees are growing good too. I need to go ahead and collect those because it's kind of wasting time, honestly, if you don't keep your tree flow going, because the saplings take a while to grow. So anytime we see a tree, we probably need to go ahead and chop that sucker down. So let's go there. Put out of that one. Yeah, this freaking huge one's gonna take a minute to clear. Maybe not. Thought it was gonna be a wide one. It may be one that goes straight up and down still. Yeah, it was. Branch out at all. Yeah, so now all these slowly start to turn. Our saplings. Pretty cool they spawn with vines on them every now and then. I wonder if that's a biome specific thing, like we might be in a biome that causes that. Don't really know the use of those other than like using them for ladders, but we can just build ladders. So we'll see as time goes. While we wait on some of those leaves to appear, come back and gather what drops. I said we're gonna go to this pick breaks. Obviously we can make more, but kind of a good like timetable to just say, hey, see what you can get in this time, and then makes you pull away from it as opposed to sitting here doing this mindlessly for ever you literally could. I mean, it's useful to. I mean, it really is, because everything that you build is out of stone, and later on when it goes to like actually building stuff that looks good, you want to be cooking it into stone brick and stone slabs and stuff like that, not just cobblestone, and you'll be able to make a lot more interesting stuff. For the time being, though, this is what we got. Alright, so any more saplings drop for us yet? What do we have up in trees? Yeah, like that right there. Yeah. We have one on everyone. Need one more. I think there might have been some in the box. Yeah, tons in the box. As long as you have them consistently growing. Now, we'll probably change this, obviously, to something a little more uniform, probably elevate it up. You know, like over there's the tree farm or whatever, but, like, for now, this is what we got to work with. Try to collect everything that's coming. And I do need to put the wood in here. No use for it right now. I'll lose that. Oh. Know that it's low enough to sleep. Probably not. Try it. Alright, so this is going to be our water source. We're kind of just going with the flow. Gonna go like way out and around and loop back, and it's just gonna like tie into this right here. So be pretty big. It only needs a 7x7 water source for the challenge, but we're gonna do much bigger than that. I'm doing like random jagged edge and stuff to kind of keep the natural look to it a little bit. Maybe. Apple. Health meter full. Food meter, I should. We don't have to deal with phantoms now. Obviously, we will make a better house than that. That's just kind of a jack to together. And I need to go around all this with the second layer once I get the outer edge created. One thing I do need to do, because I'm not sure. I mean, I could just kill myself. But I don't know how I do that from down there. But one thing I do need to do is go keep this bucket of water on me. Or not bucket of water on me. Like, we survive. We fall. But I don't believe we have anything flowing off. So just for... It's typically what I do is I just spawn on one of them and come back to where I'm at. But for now, we'll leave that as like an elevator if I fall. There's water down there, so you survive the fall, but it's more so I don't know how that process is gonna work. If I guess I just need the waterfall. I don't actually need the bucket. More water in it, throw it back in the chest. Get apples dropping. 3 apples. I already had a tree growth. I don't think the leaves from the other were done growing or done going away yet. No, they weren't, because like they're still all over the place. That was a straight up and down. Any more saplings? Anywhere? Got them out of the chest. There. I want to see that grass spread. Come on. Kind of starting to tail end of the curve. Back inward now. I can see we're way above the clouds, but we're 40 down, I believe, maybe even more than that, from the very top. Like, so we still got quite a ways. We can build upwards tons, we can build downwards, obviously. I said it's completely random. There's no uniform to this. Just a big giant pond. But I'm making it pretty deep all the way around. Like I said, there's nothing uniform to this. Because you gotta cook fish, stuff like that too. You gotta make it pretty big enough for like random stuff to spawn. Definitely big enough for octopus to spawn because of the black ink. Because one of the challenges is creating wool of every single color that you can. Now I don't know how much that can still work. I don't know what all they've added to this game that I've missed out on. It has been a long time since I've played this religiously. Actually. Alright, so we've got our pool of water there. Like I said, super random. Nothing over the top, out of the ordinary. Yeah, you want to stay on top of this too, because you always want to have your trees growing. More the better, because the more plenty of sticks too. I like that addition because that one's not here the last time I played. For those of you wondering what I'm talking about the addition of having sticks drop from trees. An apple. Well, I guess we do eat it. Might as well. Okay, so this right here that we're standing on, I need this to go all the way across eventually, but not yet. Basically, I need to pour water down from here. I need to go down with it. The top one is going to be the water layer, so like, no, one above that. So technically that's down one, so it'd be too deep. 2, 3, 4, wait. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. 3. Okay, it's hard to separate what we were looking at. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 deep. So our floor needs to be right here. Go all the way around with our border like this. This is where it's going to take a while. I need to get water. It's gonna be way deeper than it needs to be, but it's gonna be worth it in the end for having this like huge water source. It's gonna take a lot of cobble for this though. The good part is just gonna be really the border and the floor of it. I'm gonna have to create a floor for the top, but that'll all get destroyed because basically what we're gonna do is cover the surface that's down one layer like that in water, and then go through and break all of it, and the water will pour straight down. You don't want to try and fill it around the edges, because then you'll just have water all running downwards center, and it won't actually be what you're going for. I'm drowning? I did not realize I was in water. I did just screw up the one way I said never to screw up. Not that big of a deal. Okay, good, we're good. Go ahead and do this before I do screw up. I thought I went too far and wasn't going to be able to make a stone pick. Go back and get my water. Always need to make sure you have your water. Well, I guess it didn't really. I can do it. Trees are growing. Good thing though. It's a proactive thing. Constantly trying to get. Like I said, we'll have tons of wood for everything we need as well. More resources the better, especially when you start off with literally not, like almost nothing. You start off with the bare minimum. that you need to get by, and that's it. Then we'll get into our like melon farms and where is this at? Being so move it over here. Has anything to do with the grass not spreading? I don't know if it does or not. To be clear, the being over top of it. That helps at all. It might not. You never know. I think I'm getting used to the controls again. God, if y'all tuned in for episode 1 earlier today. Big learning curve. I'm literally, like, for those of you curious, like, I'm thoroughly playing, like, maybe getting on for, like, 1 or 2 matches, not that big of, 1 or 2, like, sessions, not that big of a deal. But other than that, the last time I played this game, like, quite a bit was, like, I mean, we're talking 2-3 years ago. There's a lot in this game that I did not know existed. Every time I turn around, there's more. It's a good thing. Can't ever complain about the resources. Alright, so now we need to get us some cobble. But unfortunately, this is the boring part of it. There's not a whole lot you can spice this up. Sorry, guys. Whoops. Maybe. Alright, come on. Time you step away for whatever the reason. Go ahead and collect whatever tree. They did not want to grow at all at first. That's why they're spreading their oxygen. No. They're off the CO2. Not the CO2. Or it might be CO2. Whatever. Carbon dioxide. Yes, it is. spot in this. Oh, is that all of it? Go. Oh. The hell pays to look. Otherwise, you'll be turning around trying to figure out why in the world the leaves aren't going anywhere. That one random block of wood holding on to them. That was freaking massive. How much we got from 3 trees? $35 wood, 3 trees. Okay. I got almost have 2 stacks of 64. That's huge. Good deal. I'll have to go through like 2 or 3 picks before we go back to start. Them just in case that happens again, I can react and place my gobble. It's almost gone. The last block right here. Last one right. Yep. I was off by 1 meter. I think it's like 3 blocks per. I believe. It's like guaranteed to have another tree grown by the time I turn around almost every time. I said, guys, I know these are the dreadful, grindy type of episodes where, like, kind of getting a bunch of cobble before anything interesting happens. Really no way around it, unfortunately. Just to kind of mix it up a little bit so we're not getting carried away doing this for an obnoxious amount of time. Once this pick breaks, we'll go over and do it again. We'll go through 2 pick cycles instead of just 1, or instead of like a really long like session of like 3 or 4, but I also don't want to just do 1, so every time we turn around we're running out. But they do make it easy on you though with this. The mechanics in the game allow you to just sit here and hold it down. With the occasional blocking a block behind. Should have a decent amount, almost 3 stacks by the time we get done. I said the lava eats a lot of it, unfortunately. There's no way around that. The only way I could ever see a way around it is if they created a way for you to, what's it called? Created a way where you could, put like half a glass pane like that, or maybe like a slab to block half of it, the lava would still flow under it. I don't know if that's how the mechanics of it work. I think like it still blocks it completely. I don't think it can get through. But like if you could like block like the top half right there, literally right above my head, block the top half of that, and then you get like the half the blocks that flew high into the lava would just hit that slab and fall down instead of flowing all the way over into the lava block. Really no good way of explaining it, but basically. It's almost gone. One, two, three. Nope. 1, 2. This one right here breaks. So once it switches to that screen there, then it drops to you have 6 more hits. Gotcha. What? Thanks, Fred, of course. I didn't think about the fact half of them fall off. I think we're good on sapling. What did we get? Apples. I like the way. Actually. Jasmine. Alright. Okay, we do not approve of that. And an extra torch. Very lightly. I don't like the angle. Okay, that's not what we... Deal. Of course we don't get any. Really hoping we would get some gunpowder from him. Clearly, it is just slightly too dark over here. We're getting mobs popping up. up. Oh. We're looking good on wood right now. Go get some more of this cobble. 3 stacks of 64. Stack of 19. God, I was looking at this though. Not though. Not too concerning. Right there, wasn't it? Okay though, because I think we... No, we don't, actually. That's something I need to be smart about, because I don't need to waste building on these corner ones here like this. Looks good on the surface, but is not needed underneath at all. Get over here and make us another stack. Gonna need one anyway. Oh. That's something I was just thinking about. I was like, how is this gonna work when we reach areas like that? Do I still need to put it? But no, because it's gonna save me 10 blocks of cobble, so that's an entire another row every time I decide not to do that. Kidding me. I don't need those, but I do need these. Or one, but not the one behind it. Move our water over. Like, yeah. That corner piece. Whatever the water is going to contact with. Alright. Water going to touch... Yeah, because the way I angled it. Yeah. It's an outward, not an inward. That one there won't need. I technically could have skipped this and kept it, but with the randomized pattern, I'm not trying to just like completely disregard it. Like those two right there, I don't need. I'm gonna get confused just from looking at it at a weird angle like this. Okay, it's all gonna be worth it once we get it all done. Corner after this one. That corner. Flying out of the water now. popped up. That corner, but we do right there. But it's a slow process, but it's kind of what Skyblock is, though. Really, I mean, it's just really cool to see what you can create from literally nothing. If you go back to the episode earlier today and see what we started with, or if you've ever watched a Skyblock before, which most of you probably have, if you watch Minecraft, you've definitely heard of Insane Skyblock, probably hundreds of times. But it's one, in my opinion, it's probably my favorite Minecraft challenge of all time. So when I've done it, this would be the third time I think on my YouTube. The first time I got through only one episode, I believe. Something happened, I can't remember. I had multiple times where like I got stuff started on my channel. This is the most consistent and like long going and best that my channel has ever been. I've had different growth periods where like my channel skyrocketed. The only thing I'm struggling with right now is growth. I've been at like 1120s for a while, which I'm probably need to do a giveaway stream here soon, just to get my like an actual giveaway stream for like a game that's coming out, not hey, here's $10 buy a battle pass kind of thing. When a game comes out, a popular game that everybody's gonna be playing or something. In a little bit since I've done something like that, so Far Cry 5 was a really successful stream. I came out with a video beforehand that actually kind of blew up. It got like 300 views on the video alone, announcing that I was doing the giveaway. Everybody thought that video was the giveaway though, which was fine. People kept commenting on it. The more publicity, the better. But I clearly stated in the video that this was not the giveaway. It was announcing that I was doing the giveaway. So that right there tells you, like, anybody, and there's a lot that commented on that video, you could tell A, they probably weren't going to be active subscribers because the way they got things rolling, and B, they didn't watch the video because that wasn't the giveaway. At no point did I say comment and this is like leave a comment below and that's how you win. Like, I feel like in most videos you try to listen for the instructions on how to win. To be eligible, because you like subscribe to my other channel or follow me on Twitter, or you know, follow this person, they're helping us out doing the giveaway, you know, whatever the case may be. Usually you try to listen for the instructions, and well, I mean, instructions, you're not gonna know. So those people right off the bat I knew probably weren't going to be sticking around because they subscribed, but they didn't listen, because basically the way the giveaway actually worked was in the middle of my release, like my first stream on Far Cry was gonna be like, hey, this is the giveaway stream and everybody watching has a chance to win the giveaway. You just have to be like, I think I did like subscribed and follow on Twitter or something like that, and then you had to leave a comment, like, or not leave a comment. When I activated the giveaway, I would put a specific keyword, and the live chat that was there watching would have to type exclamation point that word, and that would put them into the drawing. And then I click draw on the program, and it randomly selected out of everybody in the pool, and so and announced the winner in chat. And so that's how I did it. But I gained in that period of when I came out with the first video, like, this is coming full circle now as to why I even started talking about this. Dude, I gained almost 300 subscribers from that, which is huge. Like, if I did that a lot more often, I'd probably be a lot bigger. It just, I mean, it's not cheap. I mean, that stream, I had to buy the game for myself, $60. I gave away a copy of the game, another $60. Then I gave away two $20 gift cards. So, if you want to look at it that way, I literally costed, what, $160 worth of a giveaway. Like, not cheap. I mean, I guess if you don't look at it, like, subs weren't cheap, and most of them weren't, didn't stick around. But that's, I mean, you would eventually get better and better and better results from it. Same price. I don't know that I would have to do I feel like it's kind of a. I could probably knock it down to just $10 giveaways, but I feel like it's kind of. Why are you guys on it? Oh well, you might drop. Oh, creeper as well. Oh, I ain't messing with the creeper. Creeper and a zombie. Okay. Where y'all spawning? That's what I want to know. Over here, is it all too shaded? Problem is, or y'all spawning up top on the spawner and somehow surviving the fall. We're slacking on these trees. I think they make a pick as well. Or an axe, I mean. Axe is gone. You don't need an axe that would make your life a lot easier. Are you serious? Did we not cut that one down, or did it literally just grow? I wonder. Need to make our stone pickaxe. In there, get some raw flesh. Don't know what that's gonna be for. But we'll find out. Maybe if we get like dogs that spawn on this. Come on, grass. That's all I need. You did a spread. But there's not enough here too. Got some dirt just chilling in here. See if we can help it a little bit. Away. Look at that. Instantly. Spreading over but not down. Makes sense. Should spread down. If it doesn't, it's okay. I will gladly move all this up one. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that. Because if it spreads to that one too pretty quick, but never goes any further, we're going to have to look into that. Get some cobble to make another axe. Oh. Alright. Feed of this. Back in there. 6 in there we just got in the saplings. Trees grew right now, so we're good. Alright. More cobble. Kinda wanna look and see the progress we made though. See what we got going. So for our water source pond we're making so far. Got all of that so far. That's how deep we're gonna make it. Doesn't necessarily have to be that deep. Going a little overboard, quite honestly, but it's okay. All the way around, so it's gonna take quite a bit, but we'll get it done. And then we have to cover the entire bottom layer, and we're gonna cover the entire top layer down one, and cover that in water. But then we're gonna go through and break the top layer because then it will flow straight down. So Okay, I'm jumping on. What's up, man? I thought you were going to bed. Yeah, I could definitely use your help in this part. Getting the cobble. Make life a lot faster. But once you're on here, just message me and I'll send you a party. Well, let me see if you're maybe on already. Not yet. So once you're actually on, hit me up. We'll, hey, grind is real. If you guys drop a like if you haven't already, it's always appreciated. Helps me out, helps the video show up more, helps my videos in general show up more. You've got to be kidding me. Where are these creepers coming from? Is it up top? Is that what's happening? That was almost freaking horrible. Where did it break? Oh, the wall right here. Like, such a close call. Three. Yep. That's twice that one block has done that. On that exact spot. Weird. Well. Yeah, we almost got 3 stacks of, almost 3 stacks of wood down there. Yeah, I genuinely don't know where that creeper. How do we survive it though? Put them on and then I'll back off. You're not fine. I think it showed him on for like half a second, and then it went off. Maybe it's turned off. There he is. What's up, man? Trying to get this water source built. Keeping up with the trees. That's something I've been trying to do. Every time I see a tree growing, I cut it down and plant another. Because every time you leave it, that's the time the sapling could be growing. I think I found the issue with our grass. Invite you. Well, it's that it won't grow downwards. But yeah, but like in the past, grass would grow up and down stairs. Like it would travel. Like travel on dirt. Like it didn't have to be on the same level. If that makes sense. Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, let's go sleep. Keep an eye out. I've been having creepers like show up randomly and I don't know where from. Yeah, but like that's designed, if they fall off of that, they're supposed to die. Here, come on. Come lay down. Coming? Come lay down. Fix it. Here you.
Oh.
Alright, so like
Alright.
you walk out, keep an eye out. They're always standing close to the monster, so that's what definitely makes me think. Theory's right. I've killed 2 of them, and I've killed a zombie and then 1 skeleton, and I knocked a skeleton off. But the 2 skeletons I don't really count because they're on the platform under us because there's no torches down there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this grass then.
Yeah, I finally got done editing out the video. So
Yeah, the
that
editing
was
part
a fun
takes forever.
process.
That's one of the main reasons I completely changed my channel from like uploads, which I'll still do those from time to time if I had the right content and the right ideas. But like you gotta have like a golden idea, otherwise make sure you're sorry. Because everybody just watches streaming now. So, do you have any cobble on you at all? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I
Why are
think
you beeping that
I think Vanna was on like an hour ago, like right or probably 2 hours now, like right before I got on about an hour before that. Cause I got on and a notification popped up that she invited me to a party, so I joined it, and it was just this random person. They're like, "Are you friends with Vanna?" They're like, "She's gone." I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I thought it was just sent." Whoops.
God, I love this phone so much.
Do what?
I love my phone so
Oh
much.
yeah. Standing in the block. Yeah, because I'm working on a water source right now, but like now that I've seen that the dirt was doing that, I figured I'd go ahead and fix it. The water source is the one that I can use all the help I can get, whether it be helping build it or gathering cobble while I am. Like it's gonna take a lot of cobble to get it done, but it's gonna be worth it once it is.
Um, Uh,
What?
didn't work.
Trying to do? You do. What were you trying to do?
Trying to find a better method for this.
What do you mean? There's not a better method. Like ancient Minecraft knowledge. Everyone knows this is the only way for cobblestone generator. I mean, you can get redstone, and there's some automatic cobblestone generators you can do, but you still have to mine them all.
How do you get redstone?
You can't in this.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's an automatic one you can do with pistons. Basically.
Oh my goodness, you've been going at it with the wood.
Yeah, that's what I said. Every time I turn around and see a tree, I cut it down. Because if you don't, like, that's wasted time that a sapling could have been growing. Like, usually, like, by the time I turn around, a sapling's already grown into a tree, and I'll cut it down. I mean, if you look, there's always saplings and apples and stuff on the ground over here almost at all times, if you're not, like, proactively doing it at all times. Just because, like, by the time you get to a point where you can, there's already another, another tree up. But
I don't know. See something?
oh, do you have the bucket on you? Okay,
No.
he does. I had to go to creative and create another bucket. You two had it. And then once you rejoins, I have to throw it back off the side.
You're like, fuck, I have no bucket.
That's all I said. I was like, I literally, like, anything like, that's over the edge because I don't have any water.
So yeah, I'm building it. Are you building this?
The water. Basically, the big thing you want to pay attention to before you start doing it, if you do plan on doing it, is you have to pay attention what's gonna need. Keep going around because we'll shove each other off if you don't. Pay attention what needs built and what doesn't. So, like, for instance, like right here where I'm standing is gonna need cobblestone all the way down, but right here where I'm standing doesn't need it because this isn't, the water's not gonna be touching this. So if I go all the way down right here, go all the way down right here, this back corner piece, there's no point because the water's not gonna be there, so you're not wasting a whole row of cobble, if that makes sense. So like the next one that in line that needs it is this one that I'm standing on right here.
But don't you, are you trying to make it infinite also?
Once I'm done, I then have to go and put a floor all the way across the bottom of this. But then the level that you're standing on right now also has to have a level covering it completely one deep. Then we cover the entire surface with water, and then once the surface is covered, you then go through and break the surface layer, and it runs down and hits the floor, and you have the deep. 10 deep is how deep I'm making it. Yeah, you got the picture though. That back corner one didn't need it. I needed to add one more to the row down there. Did you add one more to the row here? Because if not, you're You're going one less than what we need. Because where I left off at, I needed to place one more in a row. I'll look real quick. Yeah, you... What I did. Down one more. There you go. How did you drown?
I killed myself.
Okay. Why?
Cause I was about to die. Anyway.
Eat apples.
Yeah, see?
Oh, I'm fine. Fine. Alright, let's go. Alright. Long. Take. Yeah, I've been staying on it with the wood. We've got pretty much 3 stacks of it already. Yeah, I wasn't planning on coming back out tonight, but I waited till my wife was like laying down going to bed. Typically I'll go out like a couple hours before she lays down, but I said I'd stay in the night, and then down on it. The one she planned on laying down was getting close.
What's a smoker for?
I don't know. Usually you make meats and stuff,
I built one.
but on this I have no idea.
Yeah, I built one. I don't know what's the need for it.
What are you building out of?
It was wood in a furnace.
Maybe it cooks meats that like increases the amount of stuff. Smoker, ingredient, and fuel. Wonder if it just cooks faster. Which wouldn't make sense if it does, because if you know anything about like grilling and stuff, smokering, like smokers take a lot longer than like a grill would. I don't know. Technically speaking, I don't know how long a furnace will take to cook something.
It takes a long ass time.
Well, the only reference to furnace I've ever seen in my entire life was like your like central heating unit furnace. Never seen like something in a kitchen that was a furnace. Who's this pick for? I kind of like once I noticed that that's what the grass was doing, I kind of wanted to tackle that because that's a priority. Because the sooner that gets covered in grass, the sooner we start getting mobs to spawn like pigs and cows and stuff like that, and actually make some pins and then we're freaking that when it comes to animals. Get 2 of any of them. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, breaks it. Yep. Down to a science. Getting these. Hey, look at it! It's starting to spread. Good, look good. I don't know. Oh, sacred piece of grass. No longer
What's
sacred.
up with this?
What?
This water thing that goes all the way down.
Oh, that was nobody was in the game with me. And that was just because I fell off. I had a way of getting back up. Like somebody was in the game with me. Like I could just simply teleport to them. But since I was in here by myself, I was like, oh.
I was like, what is this over here?
Yeah, that's all that was. It's exciting. We finally got the grass starting to spread on our area there. Honestly, like, it'd still probably be better to like separate them off and do a pin. I was like, honestly, we probably just keep them there, but yeah, this will make a lot more sense to you once we get it finished. The water, like how it's gonna separate and spread. Basically, we've got to create a floor so the water won't fall past it. But like,
I found the best method actually.
what?
where you could just sit here and hold it down.
Yeah, I that's what I do all the time anyway.
You have to face the waterway.
But you can, because you hit stuff slower. That you'll be able to do it longer for that without the occasional mess ups where you break the block behind it, but it only takes a few seconds to correct that.
No, look where I'm standing at, and then look where I'm hitting at. Oh, well. They actually broke through. Huh.
It'll still do it. Like, but once you get the technique down, doesn't matter where you're standing. I've had like it's literally completely randomized. The RNG has nothing to do with anything specific.
Oh, fuck.
It has nothing to do with anything specific. Like, it's completely RNG based. Yeah, I'm already doing this. If you want to go keep collecting,
God damn it!
just go keep collecting, and then like we'll switch off who's doing it. Stop moving. Okay, I thought you literally jumped off as soon as you got up here. Here, where are you going? I've still got like a stack and a half. Let me finish mine, and then you can come over and take over with however much you got. That'll be the best way to do it, as opposed to like one of us just standing there waiting for the other one to get done, and then like jumping in and starting mining while the other one's doing it. Just because the mining's the part that takes longer than anything. Right side, we've got almost half of it covered though. Like, this is literally like, it's just obnoxious. Like, I overkilled it. I didn't need to go down this deep, but I want the best possible chance for like fish and octopus to spawn and stuff, because like I said, there's challenges that involve both of those. What time it is? Good though, I don't have any till tomorrow afternoon. Got about 4 more pillars worth that I can do. Or almost 5. I've got 49 pieces. Would have 5 worth. Oh, biggie. Y'all did it. Y'all got me hooked on Minecraft again. I think it was gonna happen. So far removed. My biggest problem with Minecraft that I ran into, was like I lost that childlike wonder, being having inspiration to actually do and build stuff and try things. And so like it's good to finally have like a legitimate Skyblock series on my channel. I've had legitimate Skyblocks, but not on my channel, and so like it's good to finally be able to actually do one, because it's something this makes the 3rd attempt for a Skyblock series on my channel. So it my 3rd attempt. The first one only did 1 episode. I don't remember why I ended up. I may have done 2. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember why. But I had a few different times in my channel's history where I quit uploading for a good period of time. It was almost always like computer issues. I've never had like a good enough computer to really do it. I had a laptop that could like sustain. Before, when I first started YouTube, I used Roxio Game Capture.
The Roxio?
Yeah.
HD?
Yeah. the component cables.
I was right there with you,
Come
man.
over here. Come sleep. Yeah, I used to use the Roxio game capture because I still remember the commercial, like everybody making fun of it. Like I already had one before the commercial came out, but I still to a T remember like, boom, check me out as I show off my skills to the world with Roxio game capture. It was the most obnoxious thing. He's like, boom, check me out. Did it just like that too.
You done?
Yeah, it's your turn. I ran out of.
Don't worry, I think I might finish it off. Right. I need water.
Oh yeah, I forgot to reset that. Go past me. Once we get to like building the first layer down, we can break these pieces here I accidentally placed. I started curving in and then I turned around and looked how close I was. I was like, nah, I don't need to curve in here yet. But we don't need to break those yet. Every piece of cobble is one less we gotta mine. Alright, you should be able to reach everything from right here. Yeah, a good way of knowing if you'll be able to finish it or not is like one stack of 64 gets you 6 of these columns.
Really?
You need to start crouching. Like, I don't need to sit and freaking teleport you over and over again. We didn't have host options or keep inventory. We'd literally never have any freaking cobblestone because you kill yourself with it over and over again. Yeah, done. Stop playing. Yeah, one column gets you one stack gets you 6 columns because each column's 10. So it gets you technically like 6.5. So best way to look at it is 2 of them get you 13 rows, 2 stacks of 60. That's the best and easiest way to look at it. You have to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
What time?
11.
Okay.
I'm gonna need another water placement.
Oh, I kept the bucket, didn't I? Come on. Yeah, you gotta get better at walking this if you're gonna do it without crouching. Bro, this is almost completely covered in grass. It's so exciting. We're getting there, we're getting there. Once this water source is done too, this can be the biggest water source I've ever had in the Skyblock too. I've never had it like that deep either. We're getting ambitious. Those of you watching, if you're new, drop a like. Always appreciated. Subscribe if you want. You don't have to. Well, always appreciate it. If you're not new, welcome back. Basically, what we're doing right now, I'll fill you in as soon as this pick breaks. For those of you that are watching, because we're up to 5 right now. Welcome, everybody. I'll show you guys as soon as this pick breaks. We're probably got about another 20 blocks or so. Maybe 30, we'll see. I'll show you and describe a little bit better as to what it is that we are doing. Let me know when you need a water movement. Keep forgetting to give you the bucket.
I need water movement.
Alright, my pick's about to break. If you want, come get these trees while you wait. Make sure on the big ones you get.
Alright, well, I need more cobblestone.
Okay, yeah, then you might as well mine then.
What the fuck did I drop? Come back here.
What was it?
What the fuck was it? I'm so lost.
Are you recording right now?
No.
Oh, let's see. Or just go back and look. Alright. Now broken. 1 or 2 people here. Oh, alright, so. Alright, this is completely covered now. Sweet, so we should start having mobs spawn on this. Hopefully soon. Basically what we're working on right now is trying to get this all the way down, all the way around. There, somehow. All the way down, all the way around, because it's going to be our water source. Basically, we're going to go to the bottom layer and completely seal it off. And the layer that I'm standing on, we're going to extend it all the way across, cover this entire surface in water, and then we're going to go through and break this entire top layer, and all the water will pour down to the bottom, and you'll have this massive pool of water. Basically, what you want is a water source block on every single surface block up here, and then that way you'll have it all the way around. I think somebody blocked the wrong, hit the wrong block there. Not gonna admit to. Get out of his way so he can come around. Oh, it's too good. Aiden, all the wonders of farming with a cobblestone generator. Slow and tedious. Yes, it is. Welcome, Aiden. Or, Aiden. Jesus, I just called you Aiden. Welcome back. It's been that long since I've seen you in chat. I called you Aiden. Welcome back. Welcome back. You up early before work or chilling? What's up, man? Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, that's the joys of the Skyblock. You have no choice. Granted, in my defense, it's also 2 a.m. for calling you Aiden. I had it all right, except I said a freaking M for some reason. Like I did, almost like I didn't know it. How you been doing, man? I haven't talked to you in a hot minute. Yeah, actually, occasionally, I think she's off this week. It's been a little while. Okay, well, that works out. Fucking you. Why can we not reach that? We were able to reach it the whole way down, and now suddenly... Very... Alright. Watched my friend's dog for the week. He went to a beach. Doesn't sound like you got the good end of the deal. This is a good dog and you're getting paid to do almost nothing, but if you're just being a good guy, I guess there's always that. I remember back when I was in high school, like, our neighbors went on vacation for a week. Like, this is like 14 years old, like freshman year. Our neighbors went on vacation for a week, so they had me feed and let their dog out. Had to do it 3 times a day, once super early in the morning, once around lunchtime and one at dinner, but I had to feed him morning and at dinner time. Super easy. It wasn't a lot of work at all, and like maybe 30 minutes out of my day combined. Like, he's a super good dog, went instantly. And I was like 14. I was staying up all night anyway. So what I ended up doing was I would stay up all night, and then like right before I was going to bed would be when I'd go and let him out in the morning at like 6 a.m. 6 or 7 a.m. I would finally get ready to go to bed. And then when I woke up in the afternoon, I'd let him out again. And then later that night, I would one more time. And they paid me freaking $80 for just a week of that. So like, if you think about 30 minutes a day for a week, that's like freaking 210 minutes. So if we're getting real technical, that's like 3.5 hours total worth of work for $80. Like, wasn't bad at all. And for me being like 14, that was huge. I don't remember what I bought, but I'm sure it went straight towards a video game.
Look at all these trees. Holy
Oh my god,
God.
yeah, I see that. Good though. It'll take a while to mine them all, but good to have. Can't ever have enough resources, especially in something like this. Let's go to sleep. We have stuff spawning because we're starting to get a lot more flat open areas. Chaos.
What?
I'm asleep.
Oh.
How do you not hear me? Playing with like some CJ headphones?
No, I'm halfway asleep.
As soon as we get this water source done, I'll probably call it. So like, that's what I'm working on right now. I've been live for, dang dude, almost 2 hours. Feel like it, but as soon as we get this done, I'll probably call it, because this is actually a huge step to get this whole water area done. Yeah, I'm not doing much other than lounge around his larger than average house because of his salary, which I'm definitely not jealous of. Dude, it's okay. I don't know if that's sarcasm or you're just one of those people that like I'm not materialistic by no means, but like now that I have a family and a house, I'm actually planning on selling my house to buy another one when we go to move. Like shoot, every little bit of more money is always a good thing. Like, anytime you can get a promotion at work or something like that, anything to increase that income, it's a wonderful thing. It's not everything though, don't get it twisted. Definitely not everything. Not even close. Like if I was stuck working a job that literally only gave me just enough to get by, I'm cool with it. As long as I still had the other things in my life, obviously. My family and stuff. But money definitely helps. Oh, we almost got it. Almost got it, Chaos.
My turn?
Yeah, if you've got cobble.
Yeah, I got like 2 stacks.
Yeah, and then you should be able to bring us home. It's gonna get a little difficult when you get to you plant these though. Sapling. All that I've got. Still need 2 more saplings.
I got 6. And then we got 64.
Oh yeah, we've got a ton of them. While we're on the subject of trees.
Alrighty.
So I said, like, if you stay on it, like, you'll have freaking way more wood than you could ever think about needing. That's why none of this is going away. You left a piece of wood. Grub.
Sorry.
Get good. Kidding. Like, man, there's so much in this one area. Now look, and there's this one wood block chilling. Do it. Yeah, the part that's gonna get tricky is like right over here. Once we start creating the edge, probably gonna have to just like break a piece, and we'll figure it out once we. It's like the dirt wall right here is gonna be the border down. Never played Skyblock, only seen small bits. So is the point to just make a base out of a small grass island? Basically, yeah. Like it's very minimalistic. You start off with almost nothing.
I need a rewater placement.
All right. You start off with almost literally nothing. Like if you go to like when you catch free time and you want to go glance, or you can just pull up another tab. Oh crap! Here.
No. No.
You're good. You're good. You catch box now, but what a rip! What a rip! What a rip! I can't make it to the water. There it is. Would have been okay. It would have been fine, but.
No.
Yeah, so like if you pull up another tab and go look at my episode 1 from earlier today, like yeah, it's basically exactly what it is. You start off very minimalistic, you don't have a lot of anything, and I got you by the way, sorry. You don't, there's a chest that has like some crucial items in it. The only thing that varies is depends on how many people you have in your game is the string. I don't get why they also add that variant to where like it's string instead of wool, because you literally turn it into wool. That's what it's for, is to create the beds. You have that, you have like 2 blocks of ice, you have a bucket of lava. That's where that comes in over there, where you have to create cobblestone generator and stuff to get started. You have 1 tree, that's it. So like literally if you don't catch a sapling from that tree, which I've had happen to me in the past, being able to switch over to creative if you absolutely needed to is a benefit, but in the past when that wasn't a thing, like it literally was enough to, like, if you didn't get a sapling, you had to end the game. Like you had to restart, because what's granted, you didn't get that far, so it's okay, but like you can't get any more wood without a sapling, so screwed. And then you also have to make sure you do not destroy your last piece of grass, dirt, like. So you also want to try to collect all the dirt that's there, because if you break it and it falls off the edge, it's gone and you can't go get it. Like technically if I were to jump off, I'd survive because it's all water down there, but like if I were to try and keep anything that I picked up from down try to keep anything that I picked up from down there, I would that's cheating. Like I dropped it, I lost it, it's gone. Like and so, like, you try to keep all the dirt. This is the very first episode of series of Skyblock where I was able to keep every single bit of the dirt. Like, with Chaos and Vanna's help, we were able to keep every single bit of it. And the reason for that is, like, right here, indent was our last grass block. And then we were able to spread it over to this platform here. What this is for is to try and spawn, like, mobs, like pigs and sheep and cows and stuff like that. So second you get any of them at all, you go put them in a pen, because as you can see, they do not spawn often. One of those things where like you look over and you're like, holy crap, we got a chicken, like, because otherwise like they're never here. Nature of it. And this is your tree farm, how that goes. And there's a mob spawner. There is a challenge list. I'll have to create it so I can display it every now and then on stream. But there is in fact a challenge list.
That's what I'm working on for my recording.
Yeah.
It was a list, but you was talking too fast about the challenge.
I have an old, if you type in Iron Fist VGB Skyblock, there's a really old series that I did. The thumbnail kind of looks like a movie reel. And At one point towards the beginning of that, I had an old slide that I made with a full list of the challenges. We need to go look at that. Alright. No, Skyblock is probably my all-time favorite like challenge in Minecraft to go for. Most entertaining, the funnest, the most like physically witness what you're doing getting better. Like, cause you can, I mean, just from looking at the first episode and what we had and looking at what we have now, it's like freaking, it's awesome to see it come together. I feel like you're actually working towards something. This right here specifically that I'm doing this is what takes forever. I can already tell without looking it up, people were able to make straight up mansions in Skyblock because they can't. Yeah, like you can straight up like you go and cook all this. There's some people that if you want to go to such extremes, I don't because it's kind of pointless. I feel like once you get to that point, probably in the series anyway. But they go to extremes where like they'll build it in a snow biome, and then go through and shovel up all the snow too to have another crafting material. And I mean they'll make like out of smooth stone bricks and snow blocks and all that. They'll make these massive freaking houses and stuff like that, which is cool. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't.
Skyblock 2. Alright, there you go. Next series.
And then there's other variations of it too, where a lot of people they just literally you try to survive off of a what's it called? Try to survive off of a just a random floating island, which I personally don't think is a challenge. Like this is a preset thing that you have exactly what you need and nothing more, and so you're following the same rules as everybody else. If you have the PC version, which I do, but I'm playing this on PS4 just because all my friends have it on PS4, so if I want to play with groups, I need to play on this. I don't know, do you have it for PC, Chaos?
I would have to re-download it.
But you do have it, though?
I think.
Okay, if you have it, make sure you download it, because that is something I'd like to do, is get back into playing, like, a bunch of the... There's a ton out there that I always wanted to try that I never did. The hardest one that I have ever seen... I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this.
I'm dying.
Why do you freaking kiss the rock when you're breaking it? Like the cobblestone's not gonna vanish. Back up. Like you constantly take. That's why you never have any health. You literally kill yourself to mine cobble. There's the hardest one I've ever seen. Was this one where like the entire world was random singular blocks that were spaced 3 away from the next one from it, both up, down, and to the sides. It was a 3-block gap, or I think it was 3, maybe 2. It's just enough of a gap to where you could leap and land onto the next block, and like you literally had to jump around like these gaps and land on block to block and mine whatever material is under you. And like make a base out of it, and then you'd look around and find where the like random floating like chests were, and like go to get to those to get more resources. I'm sure there's a challenge list on it and stuff like that. I don't particularly remember what the whole purpose of it was. I just know it was extremely difficult, especially for somebody that like didn't play PC that often. Like to try and get that like sprint, jump, crouch like as you landed, so you didn't fly off the edge, like technique over and over again, which eventually got like exhausting every time you wanted to move. You had to sprint, jump, and then crouch as soon as you landed on the next one so you didn't fly off of it.
Don't mind this wood. I have the wood there because it takes longer to break that wood.
You do realize because it's next to lava, it's going to catch on fire.
No, it's not.
It may not, depending on where you got it. But there's like a vicinity time kind of thing.
Now you can sit here and just hold it. And not have to worry about things breaking.
Alright, so let's go lay down real quick.
Oh, come on. I got the best spot right now.
Takes 2 seconds to get back into that rhythm. Literally on your second hit, it's back into the automatic. Like you break the first one and then you keep tapping it. Like you don't hold it down because you'll break what's behind it. So you keep tapping it, and then once the next one spawns, you should be able to just hold it down and you're fine. Oh, I'm ready for some mobs. If you look around and see a random chicken or something on out.
Oh my goodness, it's a chicken.
Hold off just a second. You want me to do this part?
What?
If you want me to do this part real quick so you know where we're going from here.
What do you mean?
I don't know how obvious it is from here. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be. Yeah, you're good. Just finish that one that you're on. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, you've already messed up. It's okay. We'll make it work, though. Break that one you're standing on now. Alright, so basically, now what I need to do is move the water source, like right here. We go straight over from. You get.
So we're destroying this out?
Not yet. No, you don't have to destroy it out because we're gonna be filling it here in a second. Getting the order set for you so you understand where we're going with it. Alright, for now, that'll work. Further back up here. Oh.
No! 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 Why do you do this?
The water should catch up to here in a second. Maybe. Is it still not
No,
catching up?
I'm going all the way down.
Oh, that's good. There you go. It never gets old.
I was like, wait a minute, why am I dropping too fast?
It's too tempting. I'm gonna leave a comment. I'm gonna leave on the comment that your water source is gonna be ridiculously big. And again, I still haven't played this, so what do I know? Could be small in comparison to the others. No, mine actually is ridiculously big. You tuned in just a little bit after I was talking about that. It's obnoxiously big. There's no reason for it at all. The challenge is to have a 7x7 water source. I'm only doing it mainly for aesthetic purposes, but also if you have a water source that's that big, you're almost guaranteed to
I
have.
need a water replacement.
I'm coming. You're almost guaranteed to have what's it called? Like the squid spawn and stuff like that pretty regularly. One of the challenges is dyeing wool every single color that you can, and so one of those is gonna be black, of course. And so that's kind of why I went with this large. Alright, you're good. But yeah, it's ridiculously large. But mainly, like, we're gonna have squid and stuff spawning at all times. This is purely aesthetic. There's no real reason why we're doing it this big, other than we just kind of wanted to. Unintentional innuendo aside. Good night. All right, we'll see you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like it if you didn't already, but it looks like you did. Always helps. It actually helps way more than you guys even know. YouTube's so dumb with their algorithms and stuff, but they're constantly working on it. But God, I swear there's something very broken. But nonetheless, appreciate you tuning in, man. We'll see you in the next one you show up in. If it's a little while, we'll see you. Appreciate talking to you again. If it's soon, then we'll see you shortly. See you, man. Could be small in comparison.
Oh. I'm dying.
Why?
I'm just dying.
Do you not notice, Dan? Like, you can float halfway out of the water and it not kill you. Like, you still float and you're not drowning.
That's what I'm doing.
I say, like, there's... And you move faster than just being in the middle of the water, too.
Fucking crying out loud. And it's done. Now for the
Floor.
bottom part.
And then we gotta do the exact same thing, one layer down on the top part. But, I've been over here gathering a bunch of cobble, too, to get started on that. Like I said, as soon as we get done with the water source, I'll end the stream. So, like, we're almost done. So we probably got about 10 to 20 more minutes. Most of the time it's gonna be cobble.
I mean, we could so totally finish the bottom off with wood.
Use cobble, don't like. The wood's gonna come in handy for like when we want to build stuff, and we're not just limited to cobble everything. Because I plan on, like, when I actually go to, like, eventually we're all build our own houses and stuff like that. Like, when I go to build mine, I plan on going off of, like, using, like, actual wood blocks. And obviously I'm still going to use planks as well, but actual wood blocks for some of the themes. Cooked stone, stone brick, and stuff like that. Like, smooth stone, not cooked. Stuff like that. I'm gonna be using variety as opposed to just cobblestone and planks. Alright, so leave the water source, leave a hole where the water source is, so it's not like flowing all around us, and we'll close it up when we're done.
Dude, I haven't seen any more ants on my desk.
Nice.
So I feel a little happy.
You leave a can on it or something?
Whatever I fucking put on under, like, all around the fucking building is actually working.
Yeah.
So
Are they like sugar ants?
I don't know.
Were they
fucking
forming stuff that was sugary?
No,
No.
just like food.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like any kind of food items.
Oh.
Almost all food has sugar in it. Fuck them out. I don't know their correct term. I'm sure it's not sugar ant. Might be. Sure, everything has a scientific. This is actually just, I lied to you the whole time. It's not a water source, it's a fighting arena.
Oh.
I'm kidding. do that. I wouldn't want to then turn around and try to make a water source.
Trying to find something to hold my trigger down.
Are your finger?
Yeah.
Blue works. Bro, did you ever try the back on the Xbox 360, like cutting a little tip of a straw and taping it to the trigger for the trigger stops?
Yeah.
It actually worked.
There we go. Alright, I'm gonna go use the restroom as it's doing this.
Okay. Crap, I just realized. Going to the restroom and that whole place down there is about to turn into a giant mob spawner. Good though. Come lay down.
Alright, back.
Come lay down, because I just thought about it while you were gone. I was like, that whole like bottom that I'm filling in is gonna turn into a giant mob spawner at nighttime.
It'd be fine.
Never shut the door.
It's fine.
If it's not lit well enough, they can spawn on you and start attacking you while you're asleep. Down here. Oh, wow.
Alright, back to... Am I in the right location? No. Gotta find the location again. As I'm dying. Alright, take my dime. And put it in my trigger.
Already almost got the bottom filled, but aim for the top. Time I go through 2 more pickaxes. That's enough. Find it with his. Could be. The grind, actually, like I'd call it already, but like we're so close to having this water source done, like I don't want to.
Well, I'm at 3 sacks of cobble.
Yeah. You've probably got enough to finish the bottom right now, but you might as well keep going as long as you can. Gotta do it all for the top as well.
Well, everything's automatic. I'll just play a couple games on my phone. Let's go ahead and turn off the sound on my phone though. If I know how. There we go. I don't know what game to play.
Me and my wife play the crap out of Yahtzee. Pretty fun actually on a phone. We've got a really good app. Yahtzee with buddies or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take a large straight on the first 40. Day of the week.
Oops. Still trying to figure out the phone. It's weird coming from iPhone though.
Yeah, it's definitely like I said, it's easier to go from an Android to an iPhone.
Oh, my other pick is about to break.
Mine's about to.
For a second, I thought mine burped. Yahtzee.
Oh yeah, I think it like auto rolls you on into roll. That's what. Oh, really is what he said that though.
Alright, I'm at 4 sacks. Going on the next one.
Yeah, I'm about to have 2 right now. I just started on it. You can never have too much. That's okay, even if we overshoot it. The big thing is we're gonna have quite a bit at the end of this because we're gonna be breaking the entire top again. Sorry guys watching. I know it's boring, but really no other choice.
Man, I hate the tutorial.
What has that? Oh, on.
Cause it's ass.
Yeah, it's gonna make you start a game. Body. Kinds of.
Oh, I got a Yahtzee. What's the odds of that?
Yeah, that's right off the bat. It gives you one anyway to get you excited about it.
I'm ready to play.
Here in a minute, I'll get your user. Gotta go like a special.
Soon after this pick breaks, I'm done.
You done mining?
Yep. Because this would be my 6th stack. There we go.
Where's broke? I've got 3 stacks and a stack of 28 right now.
I got 5 full stacks.
We should be able to finish it here.
And 41. What, you want to work on the bottom while I work on the top?
That's fine.
Come on, place it.
How do
Whoa.
you... Do you not know what crouching does?
Well, I do.
I was just choosing for it.
Yeah, it takes too long. Yeah, we would have lost everything by now.
Yeah. Like, I would have freaking cried. You had 5 stacks of cobblestone and lost it all. Alright, we need to go. And I'm gonna get started down. Thanos gonna get on and be like, what the freak?
What the fuck did you guys do?
Every.
Go ahead and make a couple more pickaxes. I'm lagging.
I was too. Breaking
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Breaking it. Not all generated. Man-made. I did.
You broke the game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough to finish here, so once I tell you I'm here.
There. I dropped a stat.
5 things. Finished. grind is. Got any more?
Yeah, you need more?
Yep. Thanks, Ralph. A couple of these areas.
What are you doing to this poor game?
Yeah, I'm just box. Like it.
Apparently not.
Like whenever I place them too fast, it just like can't. If only there was a button you could push to not fall.
Sorry, the game lagged me off.
I'll lag you off if it crouch.
It was the game's fault.
Alright, down here is 3 blocks that I need to break. You have an extra pick you can toss down to me real quick? Alright, right back up to you.
Keep it. I got 3 of them. Well, I need more cobblestone.
But I figured we'd have enough for the bottom. I didn't know if we were gonna have enough for it. Looks like it's about 4 more stacks. So I think an 8x8 squares a stack. Almost done.
Gotta get in the spot. And now since I'm in the spot, you take my dime, shove it in my controller.
That doesn't sound like it's good for the controller.
I create massive controller abuse anyways. Woo! Yahtzee right off the bat.
Hey.
Damn it, I was really hoping I could get full house. I'll do the 2s. Oh, full house. Not good. Placing that wood there was the best thing I ever done. Four, five.
The best content on YouTube. Yeah, you shut up right in the middle. Middle of the most boring part of this. What's up, Lucky? No, that's the aspect, if you've never played Skyblock, the aspect of it is the only way you can get cobble is from a cobblestone generator. And, like, you have to make that out of lava and water. And, like, as you break a block, the lava runs out and meets the water and creates the stone. Watch him to show you. Breaks it, lava runs out, turns into stone. And that's like all this. If you go to the episode 1, if you want to pull up another tab just to kind of see, you can probably just see just in the thumbnail of episode 1 from earlier today what we started with. This is where we're at now. We're making our water source right now. If you're wondering like why we're doing it, like what we're doing right now is we're covering the entire top, covering this entire layer with water, and then breaking this entire layer, and all the water will fall down to there. That's just the skellies. Shoot me. That's why I said best content ever. It was just standing there hitting a block. Yeah, dude, that's literally... That is the only part about Skyblock that's not fun and not interesting. But it also adds to the challenge of it. It's just there's no way around it being time consuming. Other than having more than just one person playing. If you're playing this solo, like, might as well go ahead and buckle down. Oh god, I'm dead. Probably. There's freaking
Get wrecked.
3 skeletons down here. GG boys. Prime time.
Skeletons?
Yeah, there's 3 of them down there. Freaking, I wasn't looking and one of them shot me off the ledge.
Hold on, I'll build a sword so I could get things off of it.
That's not even a bear. I hit you out into the fire. Yeah, enjoy that. That again. Don't take my crap. You're probably gonna jump. That one's in the water. What the? I wish y'all would shoot at him. You're literally standing in my. Yeah, you took my sword. Oh, good. That being said, we do need to sleep though. So this ain't regular Minecraft. It's a modded Minecraft. So no. So you have endless water. Yeah, water supply, infinite water supply. If you've not played Minecraft, like this is like one of the most basic things. Is you have 2 sources, and if you pour one in each corner, it creates an infinite source, and it always refills back into that. You have infinite water. What you don't have is infinite lava. You only have that one block, and so we had to kind of manipulate it to make it run different directions, and then attach to water to create the multiple points.
And now we have 4 of them.
Yeah.
4 cobblestone generators for 4 people.
I had more than 3 people. But no, this is not a mod. Now, if you play on PC, it's a predetermined map that you can download. But this is PlayStation just because I wanted to be able to play with some other people.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, dude, it's a freaking mob spawner. What are you doing? They're creepers?
There's 5 creepers.
Yeah.
5. Come look.
No, I believe you.
Dude, that's absolutely insane.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'll drown once we get there. Good deal. Yeah, so basically, if you go to the first episode and look, you start off on this tiny, like, imagine, like, 3 blocks wide, so 1, 2, 3, by 3, so 1, 2, 3. That creates a square, and then also make it 3 deep, and then make 3 of those side by side. So you have that whole section, another one, and then another one to make an L shape of these 3x3x3 cubes that are all dirt. Aside from the bottom center is bedrock on each of them. You can actually see the proof of that over here. The bottom center of them. Here's one of the bedrock. The other one's like right here somewhere. And you have a chest that's got like only like very particular. It's got very minimal amount of items in it. Like it's got like 2 blocks of ice, 1 lava bucket, like a wheat seed. A lot of it's still in here. Like seeds. I think sugar cane, both mushrooms, and then it also comes with like string, so you can use that to make wool to craft beds. And basically what you have to do to start off is like you dig down into the dirt and you use your block of ice and your bucket of lava to create your first cobblestone generator. And there's also 1 tree, that's it. There's only 1 tree on the little tiny island. And so what you want to do is break the dirt to kind of spread it around the base of the tree to expand how far it can fall. And when you break that tree, you need to make sure you catch a sapling from it, which is that right there, because if you don't get any of those from it, you won't be able to grow anymore, and you just but once you get saplings, you're able to keep going with it. But you do not want to delete, like when you're breaking that original dirt, because as you go, you're going to be mining this cobblestone and expanding your platform that you stand on. Do not want to break your last piece of grass. So like the top layer of those 3x3 blocks I was describing that you spawn on are all grass. You want to make sure you keep at least 1, because if you break your last source of grass, you won't be able to spread it. And there's a whole series of challenges on here, like create a cobblestone generator, make a infinite water source, which is that right there. And there's make a 7x7 water source, which we're way overdoing that just for looks. Then there's a bunch of challenges like bake a cake, cook a pork chop, stuff like that. That requires animals. The only way you can get animals to spawn is to have a wide open grass field like that. So like you have to, like our grass block that we left was right here in this section. And once we got all of our dirt collected, we were able to extend it over and build our platform there and let the grass slowly spread onto the dirt, and then you get something like that. And your trees, you have to have 1 block of dirt for them to grow on, so that's how you grow your trees and get your wooden resources. Pretty much any and all expansions are done with the cobblestone, so you gotta have the cobblestone generators. And so like you start off with almost nothing. I already hate this mode, LOL, and I haven't even played it. What part of that do you hate, man? It's just a challenge is all it is. It's adding a challenge aspect to Minecraft as opposed to just playing the normal survival mode like you do over and over again. Oh, look at that spider trying to get up right over there. You see him? Oh my god, look at those freaking thirsty creepers.
Oh yeah.
Don't fall. If there's ever a time for you to crouch, it'd be now. Because that is going to be a pain and a half trying to go down there with all those mobs and patching the hole that they make.
It'd be like a TNT type deal.
They'd freaking blow up and there'd be a hole. But yeah, like there's a whole series of like challenges you have to do. Like one's craft every color of wool, which is the hardest one because you get certain dyes from like certain flowers. There's also on the original spawn island, like 20 blocks away, you have this little sand pillar with a chest in it that's got like pumpkin seeds, cactus seeds, stuff like that. So you gotta extend yourself over to that chest. Well, so it's like a challenge map basically. Yeah, it's all it is. It's a challenge. When I get money, I'll get Minecraft and play it a bit. Dude, it's a really good like mental break from like Apex and stuff. Like I'm not nearly as frustrated at Apex as I used to be, like when I quit playing it, but like we've been killing it here lately. Like I jumped in 2 days. I went from 480 RP to I'm at like 616 now. Well, no, I'm at like 607 now because this morning freaking matches were trash. We had nothing but
no kidding.
We couldn't find a third, and the 3 games that we played and I ended up quitting and coming to this was
You got cobble?
No, I ran out. 3 games that we played.
Back to the Yahtzee.
Do you have a cobble? Do you have a pick still?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot to keep some cobble for a pick. If you can give me 3 cobble once you.
About to break though.
Okay. Well, it's not necessarily that. I just needed 3 fucking craft one. See, like, this is the only sucky part about this whole challenge thing is having to sit and mine all the cobblestone, but that's also
Hit the dime back in my controller. Go back to Yahtzee.
that's also part of the challenge, though. Like, is you can't just casually like run straight through it. Like, there's as a challenge aspect to it all. I think you have my axe too, but it really does not matter. I was just trying to figure out what just happened to it. Minecraft is something to just play and relax and play instead of shooting kids and being stressed out and whatever else. It's just a fun game to play and whatnot. Exactly, and that's like challenges and stuff like this is really fun. If you have a PC, I would say buy it for that instead. Just because like the window is a lot wider for stuff we can do. Because you can download like predetermined, like there's actually like quest maps. Like we played one that's really fun that I'd like to play the second one too, but I streamed the first time playing it was the Herobrine Mansion. Those are a lot of fun. It's like somebody went and created these entire worlds with like actual storylines in them. Like you start off and it tells you on screen like kind of a backstory, where you're at, what you're trying to do, and like you have missions and goals and stuff like that. And like it's basically like a campaign like somebody made. A bunch of them. It's a lot of fun. But if you don't have a PC to play it on, no big deal. Like absolutely still worth it to get on console. As you can see right here, that's what we're playing on. That's what most of us play on. Like me, Chaos, Cleat, Squeed. I don't know if Patton plays it or not. I don't even know if he has it, but I'm sure he'd get it if we were all playing. I don't know. This might be. I don't know. I honestly don't know his opinion on Minecraft. I don't know if this is something he'd be too good for or whatever. I have no idea. But nonetheless, there's plenty of us that do play it. It's just a nice thing to relax when trying to take a break from Apex and stuff. Last time I played Minecraft, I made a giant school and made an elevator inside of it, made a farm on the bottom level, and made a second level for classic, etc. It took a while. Yeah, see, like once you can get something in your head that you're wanting to make, then yeah, like I had this one map. I don't know if I have it on here. If I do, it'd be worth going.
Alright, you got that bucket?
Yeah. You need it for?
I'm about to start filling this in.
Oh, gotcha. Here. First do this. But you don't have to run so far to get water every time. Is that a freaking witch? Or a wizard? Under there? I think that's what I'm hearing.
Sounds like it.
I don't know if they can come up this or not, but I'm blocking it just... No, like I was building, I don't know if I still have access to the map or not, if it's on this I know I started it on last gen. I don't think I do have it, because I think that was on Xbox actually, now that I think about it. I was making the mansions on, I was making the mansion from Arrow, if you've watched the show Arrow. I was making their giant house they have on there. Like it was actually turning out really well. Could you play those types of maps on PS4? There's some things you can and can't do. Like you have to craft in creative, that kind of stuff. It's I don't know. There's certain, if somebody else is willing to host it, then I'm down to try some of those. I'm not willing to risk my PlayStation for it, and that's why I personally don't recommend it, because there's somewhere like if you download it, take a USB drive from your PC and then plug it into your PS4, it will it'll put it in as one of your save codes that you have for like your saved maps, is the way everybody does it. And people do it all the time. I just don't trust stuff like that personally. I don't have the extra money to go out and buy a whole nother PlayStation if I end up screwing it up because somebody put a virus on it or something. It just ain't worth it. I don't know if I like the texture pack though. I mean, it's cool. It makes things harder to do, like the water bucket. It makes you think Still have water in it. I can tell the difference because it's bright blue at the top. Like that bucket, when it was in my inventory, I did still have water in it. But if you're talking about like when I poured it out for a second, I don't know. It's, you just notice the subtle things. It is something you do have to get used to though. I've always liked this texture pack. This is the fantasy texture pack. I've always liked this one and natural. They're the ones that I always like just keep rebuying. I don't know why. Alright, let's lay down. It will still spawn on YouTube. I guess technically not in water.
Almost done.
Yeah, like next episode we'll probably do natural texture pack just to see. Like it's in fantasy because you're in my world, right, Chaos?
Oh fuck.
And this is exactly why you have to have host options on, because it's literally like unplayable if you don't, because of, well, for one, if you're starting off, is there freaking Enderman under there too?
Where?
I heard him underneath. We have no use for this stuff. There's not anything over the top extravagant about it. So I know you have a computer, so play Minecraft on there and we can play off of you. What do you mean? There's not crossplay if that's what you're thinking. It's kind of stupid. You would think of all games that have crossplay, Minecraft would have been like the freaking, like one driving the bus for that. Then again, I don't know. They're different teams, so it kind of makes sense because yes, it's Minecraft, but different studios actually make the console versions of Minecraft versus the PC version. And so you have very different variances. Usually the PC comes out with an update, and then the console.
Sorry, everything.
I think so. Then the console will come out and match it. Like it'll come out with whatever they just came out with. Just because obviously people see it in streams and videos and stuff like that. People are like, all right, when y'all adding it to this, and they have the license rights to do so because of the fact that. What am I doing? We screwed up a bunch of different spots over here. My fault, because I was the one. I messed up quite a bit. I must have just went the wrong corners. Yeah, I did.
What the fuck is this, Iron?
Oh my god, freaking creepers. God dang it, dude.
Oh shit.
They're floating up now. This is gonna be a fight. Get your sword if you don't have one.
Gunpowder.
There's so many mobs down there, dude. Oh, dude, they fly up so fast. God. Luckily, the water like contains a lot of it.
I need another pick.
And the spider just drowned. About to get bad. Yeah, I don't think there's crossplay, like if I were to load up the world on there. That being said, there's still a lot of fun things you can do on console, don't get me wrong. It's just those really, really cool like adventure maps and stuff you gotta do on a PC. Like Herobrine's Mansion was a really, really good one. I played the first one. There's, I think, 2 or 3 more.
We got a creeper that's trying to float up.
Alright.
Down here.
Wish they couldn't float up. I wish they just drowned. Yeah, I'll probably be mixing it up between those quite a bit. What can you do that would be fun, like horror maps or something like that? Now, like stuff like that you won't be able to do, but like there's different challenge maps you can go for. There's different strategies you can go for. You can play on hardcore mode as well.
Oh my goodness, Iron.
Yeah.
Come jump down here. Just look down just a tad bit.
Oh my god. This is gonna be freaking crazy once all the water's down. Like, I almost like want to switch it to peaceful just so we don't have to deal with them, but like that's a lot of resources.
There's an Enderman down there too.
I know, man, that's freaking crazy.
Which? God,
I have to do some more
this is a
research
mob
into that though,
spawner
Lucky,
right
because
here.
like I feel like there's got to be some more stuff that we could do for sure. Now, Skyblock's one that's really fun though. Skyblock's one that's easy. You can create it yourself. It's a really enjoyable one. Yeah, you can create Skyblock yourself. Like that's what we did was we went in and. Oh, creeper. There, buddy. See ya. He climbed up onto the edge. Freaking sparted him off the side. Oh, hello. Why did you still blow up?
You having creeper trouble?
Yeah, okay.
I can't break. There we go. I was about to say I can't break any more blocks.
I think Minecraft has the hacker thing under control, so I don't see why you don't get a USB and get Minecraft on download maps yourself and host lobbies and friends. Because like basically what I'm describing has nothing to do with servers. Like so like even if they moderate it really good, it's not that like you could literally never have internet to your PlayStation at all. You're downloading a file that's in the format that doesn't save files are on. And basically if you have
Oh god! Oh.
and basically what you do is then go into the storage on your yeah, I got him.
Dirt blocks.
Oh crap, that was a freaking horrible place to let a creeper go off, man.
Well, rip.
Did we lose dirt?
Yeah.
Bro, what are you doing?
I didn't know there was a creeper there. We did so well with the fucking creepers. There's so much mobs down there.
I'm gonna make sure we stay away from all that. Keep them like
Oh fuck.
full garbage. I like the sprint swing. I didn't know that was a thing. Hey. I think Bobby's in stream. Oh, dude, the Enderman's up top now. Try to kill it. Oh crap! Got him.
Not worth it.
Dude, you kill him?
Rip.
Hope he's over here on me.
See him. Did he drop an ender ball?
I didn't drop. Alright.
3 frames.
We'll have to figure out something about that dirt. We may end up having to craft it back, because that's freaking unplayable at that point when you lose that much. That's every section is more that could have went towards characters, whatever. Pigs and stuff spawning. Do a survival series or something, that'd be dope to watch. Yeah, I plan on it. Like I said, like I've done that dance
for number 4.
so many times. I'm coming. He's running.
Knockback. Get the fuck on out of here. What's he?
He literally looked like he was running. He goes, no, 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 no. Yeah, like, I've done that dance so many times that, like, I had no interest in doing it when I got back into Minecraft. But then, like, playing this has finally got me, like, back into the groove and, like, back into feeling it again to where, like, I'd be able to play. Because, like, that's what I was describing earlier, where you were saying, like, you played, like, you were building a school and you had a farm and all that stuff. Like, that kind of stuff, like, once you get, like, mentally, like, set on it, it's so much fun. Problem is, the problem you run into is the fact that, like, getting that inspiration to do it is where it is difficult. Okay, when you go swimming, or not swimming. And that's what I said, I'm finally starting to get the inspiration to play the game again. That's the difficult part, is getting that inspiration. If you're bad, mate. But if you have a squad to play with, it makes so much fun to play and troll each other. Yeah, it is, man. I can't tell you how many times we've slapped each other off the freaking side of this.
Or mine each other right on off of it.
Yeah.
What is this, Iron? God.
What?
These random holes everywhere.
What are you talking about?
Like when you mine this like block right here.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it's part of the floor, but when you mine it, it's part of the wall.
I don't know. I guess I did wrong in a couple spots. Yeah, if you have a squad, it makes this way more enjoyable. This is about to get freaking nuts. Make sure you break the edges, but try to lead them towards that side, because if they bust the wall, I'd rather be on that side and not this dirt. That's why I've been breaking it like I have been, which is pushing them, like the water falls underneath, they're pushing them to your corner.
I'm just mining it all away from the walls anyways.
Yeah, and push them all to the center would be the best.
I wish I was recording.
On Xbox, they have like a new Minecraft where it's like Hunger Games. They got a buttload of yeah, they've got that on here too. Oh, sorry, my bad. They've got that on here too. They've also got like the snowball fights where like you start off with shovels and everybody's standing on the snow platform and you dig underneath each other. And like if you fall through the hole, you end up falling down into lava and dying. That is one of the funnest game modes you can play. Stuff like that, yeah, like it'd be super fun to get a squad together and go play that stuff for one night too. Like, we'll have to do that pretty soon, actually.
Creeper coming on up.
Yeah, here. Yeah, we'll have to do all that. How much is Minecraft on here? Was it like 20 bucks?
30. I don't know.
I don't think it's
Maybe
30. I'm pretty sure it's like
65.
universally $20 every platform. Yeah, I think it's only like 20, man. So as soon as you get that together, make sure we announce to the other before we break the last block. Do you have another pick? If not, I can go craft one. That's what we do.
I hope that works for a bit.
You know, if you get it.
Because mine's about to break.
Still have as many that there were. No, a lot of them fell through holes down there. They got pushed off. That might actually be what happens to them here. Oh, yeah. Fouled up and tried to get us.
Swimming around, picking up cobblestone.
You could do a series on that, yeah, for sure. Like, it's basically just like my stuff on everything else. It's kind of my signature thing when I'm playing with friends is the squad mobbing. Like, it'd be squad mobbing on Minecraft, but instead of like this is Skyblock squad mobbing, and then that could be mini games squad mobbing. All right, my pick broke. Going to create another one real quick. But yeah, like absolutely, it'd be a good series. But, like I'm finally starting to get used to control. Like if you go back and watch like the first like episode, like right off the bat, I screwed up because I was like trying to like create the infinite lava or cobblestone generator, and like I created obsidian like back-to-back times trying to do it.
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah, it was. It was actually pretty hilarious because I had no idea what I was doing. Like literally before today, like if you don't count a few times, I've loaded it up for like a few minutes. But it's basically what I end up doing. Here we go. Y'all dead? Hey, you patch this hole over here? No, I got it. You're doing what you used to do, putting squad mob, and then your title. Yeah, that was just for this series because we had just gotten started. I wanted people to know what we were doing, and then now that it's gotten established, probably episode 4 or 5, I'll go through and change them all. It's just at first I wanted to do that so people could see like what the series was. Now we need to go around this and make it too wide all the way around at least. Obviously we'll make it a lot wider as we go, but you should have a freaking ton of the cobble because you got it all.
Dude, here, look.
Oh, I'm good.
1 stack, 2 stack, 3 stack, 4 stack, 5 stack, 6 stack. Oh wait, no, 7 stack, 8 stack.
Crazy. Yeah, go start on that side and make it at least 2 wide all the way around. It'll be 3 wide in some areas, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, I only did that just because at first I wanted people to see that it was Skyblock right off the bat. And then I plan on fixing that here soon. Because I do agree with yours. Like once you get into like 15 to 20 episodes of it, like it's super repetitive. You're not even really sure what you're watching at that point because it does the same last one every time. Yeah, Banon's gonna get on and be like, recap. Yeah, like widen it up just a little bit. Like I said 2, but there's a lot of sections on the corner. Alright, our ridiculously huge water source is done. So, by the way, the challenge was to make a 7x7 water source. I think we did that.
I think it needs to be bigger.
Bigger boat. You could literally put boats in
Hold
there.
on. Hold on.
That's what you're doing, going and crafting 2 boats. Craft us a boat, and we'll make that the screenshot for the next episode. The giant freaking full of water what we got here now. Yeah, so like this is where we're at, what we've done so far. That's freaking crazy. That's actually a huge water source. Awesome. But like fish and stuff like that should spawn in it, I believe. I don't think they need like dirt ground and stuff like that to spawn. That'd be pretty ridiculous if they do, because I don't think everything you should do should be squad mobbing. Like if you do a single player game, no, I don't do that on any single player game. Single player game put squad mobbing, it just wouldn't work. So I don't think every game should have it. But that's just me. If it's a series that I play with friends, it's squad mobbing. If it's something that I play solo, it never says it. It's usually let's play live is what I call it. We out here. Why can't I back up? Like, dude, like you can't go reverse like at all. That's slow. Alright, this is gonna be a hard one to angle the picture for. Get like right here and put everything to your back. There we go. Alright. You can keep doing stuff because I gotta end the stream and then pull up Elgato and stuff to actually screenshot it and whatnot. Yeah, like anything that I do that's not multiplayer based at all is never squad mobbing. Like for instance, like my Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, Red Dead Redemption, those are all Let's Play lives. Anything that I multiplayer for the most part that I play with people is always squad mobbing. And then the only reason I put it in every single one of them, even if I play solo, is I can't tell you how many times that I've played, and what ended up happening was like I put solo mobbing, or I just put solo on there, and 15 minutes into it, one of you guys get on, and now I'm playing with the team. So like it's not solo at all. So I always named it name it squad during the live stream because I could always go back and change it if it never actually became a squad.
Ooh, I got that one with the sunrise in the background. Ooh.
Nice.
I want to get the moon in the background if you're down.
I was gonna set it today anyway. By the way, to clarify, I don't set it today, but we're literally ending the stream in these boats so I can get a screenshot for the next episode. And so like instead of getting out, there's a creeper that spawned in the trees. Instead of getting out and going to sleep and then coming back, getting into the boat just to retake the picture, I wasn't going. Nonetheless, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We actually ended up having quite a bit for how late this was. But yeah, Lucky, as soon as you get Minecraft, let us know. We'll absolutely get you in on these episodes and stuff. Like even the Skyblock, you don't have to be here from the start to participate in it. Yeah, any help at all we can get is always appreciated. That's going to be it. If you guys are new and you're still hanging out, make sure you drop a like on the video, whether you're new or not. That's always appreciated. It helps a ton. And then on top of that, make sure you subscribe if you are new. Click that notification bell if you haven't either. But that's going to be it, guys. We will see y'all tomorrow at some point. Don't know what we'll be playing, but we'll see. Probably some Apex, but we'll definitely be back on this at some point. We're having a freaking blast on Minecraft right now, so it's a feel-good game. So... but this is just getting my boat. You can do freaking duel in a boat. This just looks all kinds of great. Can you crouch? Push your right stick in. Oh, okay, it gets you out. Okay, I would say it'd look a lot worse if your legs move. That used to be what crouch did, is you have to jump out. But if you crouch in a boat, your freaking legs would just go back and forth. But it'd look a lot worse if somebody was behind you. But nonetheless, this can be it, guys. It is freaking late. I stayed up way later than I probably should have, but I really wanted to get the water source done. And so in this episode, we got the water source done, and we got the land patch done, trying to hope for some animal spawns. We got to fix that dirt at some point, but
I blew up half of it.
Yeah. Nonetheless, that's gonna be it. Thanks everybody for watching. This has been episode 2 of our Skyblock series. We're rolling right along. been a blast. I really enjoy it. So, thank y'all, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.